Welcome back to another crypto update. If you guys haven't already, consider subscribing. It's free. You can always change your mind. You can learn how to trade, stay up to date on your favorite cryptocurrencies, and find the top stocks that I'm watching for the week. Usually I post on Mondays, but again, I was very busy yesterday, so I didn't. So I'm getting this uploaded pretty early on Tuesday. So I do think we are going to see Bitcoin hit $100,000 in the near future. I give a 2-week price target. I give by the end of November price target, and I give by the end of the bull run price target. Now, I also give you my strategies on when I'm looking to buy and when I'm looking to sell for this bull run. And then I have an indication, one indication that no one's really talking about, that tells me when we are going to enter this bear market. This is my strategy. I have no idea what the fuck's gonna happen. As always, have a trade plan. Only invest what you're willing to lose. Thank you guys so much. Let's jump right to the charts. We're first going to start out with Bitcoin on the monthly chart. Now, we're looking all the way back in 2013 here for the 2013 bull run. We had a very, very sharp run up off this bear market, and then we pulled back. We had a really high upper wick, which is what I usually do not want to see when we see a nice pullback, because we know that there's large sellers. But once we cracked that high, we immediately absolutely exploded. So that's what I'm really looking for. And even here, it's even better because we do not have that really high upper wick. We might be able to see a nice cup. Now, I do expect if we continue to break on this candle that we are going to break over the high and continue higher. A lot of volume is going to step in, and if we do actually take a measured move from the bottom to the top, that gives us a price target of around $100,000. Now, if you follow this channel a while, I have a price target for Bitcoin at $100,000. I think if we do break over it this month, if we do break over this previous high, I think we're going to see the exact same thing as the 2013 bull run, where we're kind of cupping slow. It's getting slow. Then we're starting to pick up some action, getting closer to that high. Break over the high, a lot of volume pops in. So my price target for the end of the year is $100,000. Not the end of the year, by the end of November. If we do crack this high, I think we're going to see a lot of volume pop in and going to absolutely rip to the upside. We have increasing volume on this candle. We have 28 days left for this candle to have an increasing in volume. And how I think it's going to plan out, I think we're going to see the exact same thing. Maybe a nice, really strong green candle, and then maybe start to slow down, maybe start to top like this. We'll have a nice pullback and then a potential pullback into a double top, maybe even to pull back. Always be careful out there, have a trading strategy. Let's go ahead and cover or jump over to the weekly time frame. Now, if you guys haven't followed me for a while, you know that my buying strategy for the bear markets have been a bounce off the 200 SMA on the weekly time frame. After the 2013 bull run, bounced off the 200 SMA. 2017 bull run bounced off the 200 SMA, and I'm looking to do the same thing for this 2021 bull run. Now, it's sitting at around $17,000 right now. I think that if we continue to rip to 1,000, I think we're going to see the 200 SMA kind of move pretty quickly up to around 22,000. Now, on the pullback, I think we're going to pull back maybe back down to this low of around 28,000. I could easily see that happening again. It's a dynamic buying zone, but it's the 200 SMA. Now, on the weekly, that will also transfer over into the daily, is when I think that we're in a bear market. Now, if we crack this downtrend or this uptrend, I'm going to consider us in a bear market. That is, everyone said, oh, if this indicator hits this indicator this hits. No, it's very, very simple. We're making higher lows. Once we start to not make higher lows, that means that we're going to pull back and that we are now in a downtrend. Let's go ahead and go over to the daily to really confirm this. Again, we can see that we bounced off this low. So again, on the weekly, we even saw on the weekly that the moving averages were right here. So if they cross the 50 and 20, but we also might be looking to form a cup and handle. This could be a market maker pattern. Again, where we make a higher high, pull back before we're ripping higher. So I do think if we do crack that previous high, it has to be within the next coming days, and I think we're going to see it rip all the way up to $100,000. Now let's go ahead and do a Fibonacci retracement. We pulled back right to that 61.8 level, which is a very, very good fib zone from the pre-market low, or from the bear market lows. If we use a trend-based Fibonacci extension here, we see that 61.8 is actually right at our price target of around $100,000. So I think we are going to potentially, maybe not top, but I think we are going to find a lot of resistance at $100,000, and that's going to be one of my like most key price targets for Bitcoin. If we can rip past $100,000, that's a very good psychological point to break above. Break above there, we have room to 125, 150, and those kind of key points where it's 25, 50, maybe even 5 and 10. Those are going to be very key levels to watch out for. Now on the 4 hour, if we take our Fibonacci retracement tool, take it from the bottom to the top, we pull back right to that 61.8 fib level. And if we go ahead and use our trend-based Fibonacci extensions, this gives us a price target of around 75,000. Now, 75,000 is going to be a nice price target for Bitcoin, and I think we could see this happen within, this has been 13 days, 2 weeks. So I think we could easily see Bitcoin hit 75,000 in 2 weeks. I give it 2 weeks. And then by the end of the month, I can see it get all the way back up to 100,000. Now, if we look at the total market cap excluding Bitcoin, we did make a new high, but we are getting this kind of really weird like channel where it's just really the upper wicks. It's not a huge swing high, swing lows. So I'm really not a fan of this upper channel. We're kind of building up on this trend line. So either we are going to break out and continue higher with this total altcoin market cap, or it's going to be to the point where crack this trend line and then immediately come back again. Let me go ahead and cover why I think we could potentially already topped out and already be done. So the last altcoin market cap from 2017, or total altcoin excluding Bitcoin, the altcoin season. From here, a nice cup to an absolute explosion. This was $492 billion worth of capital that needed to move it this much. Went a nice double bottom and ran, broke, nice double bottom here, ran, broke out, had a nice pullback, broke out, had a pullback. And this, from this point to the high, is $990 billion that it needed from here to here. So it's almost double the amount of capital that was needed. But it does look like we are pulling back that same kind of movement. We broke out, very good retest, and then we kind of first started out pretty slow, ran up, kind of a little hesitant, and then absolutely ripping. Sorry about that, guys. I had to take my dog out. Now, if we take a peek at the Bitcoin dominance, we are having a nice double bottom. We could be gearing up for a nice higher low setup for the potential move higher again. Bitcoin, last time in 2017, the Bitcoin dominance double bottomed and then continued to, and then moved higher. We are having a nice double bottom, maybe a higher low. That this might indicate that we have a potential topping up. It could be here, but again, as always, the history doesn't repeat itself, but often rhymes. So you have to be very, very careful on what you do. And I wouldn't be a buyer right now. If you are a buyer, I would be waiting and looking for a potential trade strategy. If you don't have a stop loss in place, I would not be buying just randomly. And as always, it goes into Bitcoin, large caps, mid caps, and low cap stocks, or cryptos, excuse me. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you haven't already, consider subscribing. It's free. You can always change your mind. It helps out the channel. And plus, drop a comment and give this video a like for the YouTube algorithm. I'd really appreciate it. We're going to make a lot of money. A lot of us are one bear market away from becoming extremely wealthy. So again, make sure to hit that subscribe button, follow along, and see when I'm buying and what picks I'm buying for the potential bear market. Again, this metaverse, NFTs, supply chain problems. There are so many things that we can fix with the crypto technology and that one bear market away from being extremely wealthy. Now, most people are going to sell before they actually get to that ultra wealthy standard. So again, if you want me to, let me know if I could drop a potential scaling in, scaling out strategies if you guys are interested. So let me know. Have a good one. I'll see you guys in the next one.